Hey, welcome back friends, TechTale here. Today I'm going to be going over a new firemaking training method that can actually be done every single day as much as you want. So they recently have changed it so that Char's training arena is no longer a daily. You can do it as much as you want every single day. They've also reduced the amount of time per instance to 5 minutes instead of 10. So you need to do it in 5-minute chunks, but it gets you pretty decent firemaking experience, and there's a chance at getting the pitch can. The pitch can is going to be worth about 14 million last time I checked. It depends on the day you're doing it, and obviously as time goes on it will probably be reducing in price, but you will still make a profit whenever you do get a pitch can, and then also whenever you are training with this, you can actually refill your pitch can as well. So this is also useful for refilling your pitch can without having to sell the old empty pitch can and then buying back a new full one. So let's go ahead and get into the training method though. Okay, so let's go over some of the basics of training up here. First off, level requirement. Level requirement of 91 firemaking, so pretty high level requirement. But it comes at pretty decent experience as well as a chance of making money, so definitely worth it. Equipment that you're going to want to be using, you are going to want to be using the flame gloves and the ring of fire. These both are obtained at a relatively low level, so you should have these on you. It gives you a 5% increase to your XP. There's nothing else really you should be wearing instead, so just wear these. If you haven't already, just go ahead and obtain them from making the bonfires for King Ronald. Very easy little mini quest to get all of these. Next up, you're going to want to grab a pitch can. The pitch can is going to be how you are making the fires in this cave. And then you are going to want to start your session with Char. This is going to start the timer of 5 minutes. So as soon as you jump down here, you have 5 minutes to complete as many different, or could be the same, ordering of fires as possible. So there's going to be 5 different orderings. The first one I'm going to do is going to be the Xaro Symbol. This is going to be the only complicated one. This is going to be the ordering that you're going to want to do. Just follow my exact steps. First off, you're going to want to make 2 fires here and then make a little 3 arrow looking thing. And then you are going to make each of the different spindles to the Xaro Symbol. This is going to be the least amount of running around to complete, and is actually the fastest symbol to make. It only has like 14 fires or something like that, and as you can see, Xaro Symbol right there. One thing I do want to note is the majority of these are symmetrical, but once you get to the last one, I will mention it again, you do actually have to care about the orientation of your map. But for the Xaro Symbol, very simple, doesn't really matter a whole lot. The last 4 of these are going to be pretty simple to actually make, so I'm not going to worry too much about actually showing you how to make them. I just want to show you the designs. Next up is going to be a giant X. It's called crosses, and as you can see, you just make a big X. Very simple. Gives you the exact same amount of experience as the Xaro Symbol, and it's a little bit slower to make, so I wouldn't recommend doing this one. The only reason why I would see to do this one is depending on how the pitch can is actually dropped. I'm not sure if it's per symbol done or if it's per unique symbol done. If it's per unique, you're going to want to do at least one of these every single time you do the Char training method. But as far as I know, the Xaro Symbol is just faster, gives the same exact amount of experience. You should be doing that instead of this. Next up is going to be the square. Square is a medium level one. There's a lot more fires in this type of configuration than there are in the Xaros or the cross. So it is going to take you a little bit of extra time to actually do a square. That being said, it does reward you with a decent amount of extra experience. So it's up to you whether or not it's worth the time. I'll be doing the calculations at the end to show you whether or not it's worth it or not. Next up is going to be the concentric square. I do want to note that you do want to make the smaller square first, and then once you make the outer square, it will give you a pretty decent chunk of experience. Obviously this is one of the bigger patterns, so it is going to be a little bit slower to make again than the square, because you do have to make an additional 8 ring of 8 fires in the middle before you can actually make the concentric squares. Last but not least is going to be the spiral. As you can see, there's a big spiral going all the way around the map. One thing to note is that you must have your orientation facing the north, and you must end on the southeast square. Either that or you must go all the way around the opposite direction. If you go in any other orientation, this will not work. But it comes with a pretty good XP drop, 8,700 XP, so very nice there. This is actually going to be one of the better methods of getting XP while training at Char's training cave. If you are trying to recharge your pitch can, or if you're just trying to make the maximum amount of arrangements, best thing you to do is going to be making the Xaro arrangements. Now these are not going to give you the best experience in the world. They only give you about 418,000 experience per hour, but you do complete 12 of them per set of 5 minutes. So that means that if within 10 minutes you could recharge an entire pitch can. So it's very good for that. Not so good for the XP per hour though. If you are going for XP, you are going to want to be making the spirals. The spirals are going to be completed 6 per 5 minutes. That means that we are going to be getting 626,000 experience per hour. This is pretty good experience per hour. Obviously, this is not going to be the best experience per hour, but you have to think about it this way. 626,000 experience per hour with profit of getting the pitch cans as well as recharging any pitch cans that you do have in your inventory already. This is not bad at all. Obviously, you can get better experience if you are going for something that is going to cost you a lot of money, but free, actually profitable experience, not going to complain about that. So, end result, is this worth doing? Essentially, not really. The only reason why you would want to do it is if you really need the money and you really want a pitch can. Either that or if you're an Iron Man, this is obviously worth doing for the pitch can. But realistically, the XP that you're going to be getting is so minimal compared to how much a pitch can is worth. And how rare the pitch can is actually. I doubt this is going to actually be profitable a whole lot. Obviously we'll have to wait to see what the pitch can's drop rate is, but they tend to be dropping in price pretty quickly. It was about 17 million, it's now down to 12 million within one day. So I'm expecting this to be profitable for the next couple of days, so if you see this quickly, go ahead and try to get a little bit of profit. But as the pitch can continuously drops in price, probably less and less profitable in the long run. If you did enjoy that video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Also leave it a like if you like it, and leave a comment if you have anything to say. As always, have a good one.